की जय। भवानी शंकर भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। श्री गुरुदेवेभ्यो नमः। विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रियाय लंबोदराय सकलाय जगद्दिताय नागाननाय श्रुतियज्ञविभूषिताय गौरीसुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबिके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम नमः शिवाय। हे दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर जानि जन अपनाइयो। हे दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर जानि जन अपनाइयो। भव सागर पार उतार मोको सागर पार उतार मोको। निज समीप बसाइयो। हे दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर। जाने अजाने पाप में रोहे नाथ शान ही नसाइयो। जाने अजाने पाप में रोहे नाथ शान ही नसाइयो। कर जोरी जोर निहोच मांगो चोरी चोर निहोच मांगो। देव दर्श दिखाइयो। हे दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर। देवी सहाय सुनाय शिव जी प्रेम सहित जो गावही। देवी सहाय सुनाय शिव जी प्रेम सहित जो गावही। छुट जावही जग जोनि से छुट जाएगी जग जोनि से। सर्वदा सुख पावही। हे दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर। जानि जन अपनाइयो। भव सागर पार उतार मोको सागर पार उतार मोको। निज समीप बसाइयो। हे दीन बंधु दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर दीन बंधु दयालु शंकर वंदे देवमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वंदे जगत्कारणं वंदे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वंदे पशूनां पतिं वंदे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहननयनं वंदे मुकुन्दप्रियं वंदे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वंदे शिवं शंकरम्। बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। My pranam to all of you on behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir. Welcome to Shanti Satsangh, and of course welcome to the very first day of Shravan Mas 2020. In this beautiful month that is dedicated to Bhagwan Shivji, we do the same. We will dedicate every satsang in this beautiful month of July to August to Bhagwan Shivji, winning his confidence, wooing him, of course with the intent of becoming one with Paramatma. When we say, I am this and you are that, in anything that we do, whenever we say, I am this and you are that, then what are we doing? We're putting a barrier between us and something. For example, when we say me and this world, it means that between you and this world, the world is, or the universe is so vast. What we do, we put a huge barrier between us. My friends, when we say between me and God, we put a barrier. So there is always God and there is always you. But friends, the ultimate goal, or mukti, is for us to become one. There is no you anymore. There is no God anymore. There is one. And that is to become Shivoham, to become one with the divine. In this beautiful month of Shravan, we will use every opportunity, through prayers, through sadhana, through tapasya, to keep a firm, fixed mind on Shiva. And we will use every opportunity to become closer and closer with the divine. I welcome all of you, of course, on behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, and on behalf of all our volunteers and our Pandajis, Pandit Rampajaji, Pandit Rajneeshji. Welcome to all of you. And I hope and pray that you've had a very, very blessed day. And of course, we are in Shanti Satsang, so you're guaranteed to have a very blessed rest of the evening. Let us together begin with our opening Hanumanji Chalisa, giving thanks to Bhagwan Hanumanji, who is Shankar Suvan Kesari Nandan. Shankar Suvan Kesari Nandan. He is the incarnation, the 11th incarnation of Shivji. Tuesday come in, my friends. We'll be singing 11 Hanumanji Chalisas as usual, dedicating it to Hanumanji Maharaj and of course to Bhagwan Shiva as well, because Hanumanji is Shiva at the temple. Please reach out if you want to be part of this process. Let us glorify the divine. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghubar Biman Jasu Jodayak Phalchar Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Te Ho Mohi Harahu Kalesh Vikar Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapish Dinu Loka Ujagar Ram Dut Atunit Bandhama Anjali Putra Pavan Sutanama Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi Kumat Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchan Varan Viraj Sube
सूक्ष्म रूप हरि सिय दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि डंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए। रघुपति की रही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत संभाई। सहस वदन तुम्हरो यश गावे, हस कहि श्रीपति वंदन गावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जन जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु, वीरताहि मधुर बल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरे मुख माहि, जल्दी लागी गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख रहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाथ ते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे,
ओ महावीर जब नाम सुनावे।
नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासु अमृत जीवन भर पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्धि जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। हर्ष सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुन जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न डरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि। संकट कटे बीते सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पर हनुमान चालीसा, कोई सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा,
की जय नाथ हृदय महादेवा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेवा। पवन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय में बसहु सुरभूप। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। Bhumika will now sing one bhajan, and we hope and pray that all of you are having a fantastic evening, my friends. Continue to enjoy Shanti Satsangh. Bhajans elevate our soul, our mood, and of course transform us from this platform to a very divine platform. Please enjoy this bhajan from Bhumika.
मेरी लगी शाम संग प्रीत दुनिया क्या जाने, दुनिया क्या जाने। मेरी लगी शाम संग प्रीत दुनिया क्या जाने, दुनिया क्या जाने। क्या जाने कोई क्या जाने, क्या जाने कोई क्या जाने। मुझे मिल गया, मुझे मिल गया, मुझे मिल गया मन का मीत। दुनिया क्या जाने, दुनिया क्या जाने। मेरी लगी शाम संग प्रीत दुनिया क्या जाने, दुनिया क्या जाने। छवि रखी मैंने शाम के जब से, छवि रखी मैंने शाम के जब से। भाई बावरी में तो तब से, भाई बावरी में तो तब से। बंधी प्रेम की डोर मोहन से, बंधी प्रेम की डोर मोहन से। ये कैसी, ये कैसी, ये कैसी पागल प्रीत। दुनिया क्या जाने, दुनिया क्या जाने। मेरे लगी शाम संग प्रीत दुनिया क्या जाने, दुनिया क्या जाने। मोहन की सुंदर सूरतिया, मन में बस गई मोहनी मूर्तिया। जब से हूँ दी शाम सुंदरिया, लोग कहे मैं
This evening, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Marl Ramkisud. Happy birthday to you, Marl, and hope and pray that you've had a very blessed day. Birthdays are extremely special. Birthday is a day when, I always say this, when God has given this world the highest form of life. And while we have so many things to be thankful for, and sometimes we find reasons not to be thankful for anything, we have to be thankful for the gift of life. Happy birthday to you, Merle, and hope you have had a blessed day and will enjoy the rest of the evening. May Bhagwan Shiva and this very auspicious spirit of Shravan, the first day of Shravan, send you blessings in abundance, and hope and pray that your life continue to be blessed. We, of course, send special prayers as well for your brother Errol Kenny Sugrim from Trinidad, who was recently not been well. Shivji's energies of healing goes to everyone. Of course, the sick, the insects, the healthy, everyone, his energies are not limited to any one place or any one person. Of course, we pray that your brother Errol Kenny Sugrim feels better. May there be hope always with him, and may he full of strength to recover from his illness. Happy birthday again to you, Merle. We'll dedicate the song for you. Today as well, we join with Anup and Perdita. Anup and Perdita are no stranger to this program. They have always, wished others well and contributed to this program. Today they are, of course, celebrating life for their beloved ones. And in loving memory of their parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dhanraj Balgobin, brother Girish, and grandparents as well. Their grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Sipasad Balgobin, and of course sadly missed by their entire Balgobin family. I wouldn't like to say that we grieve with you, but we stand with you in memory of these beloved ones that have gone, and always remember that, although gone, never forgotten, because it is because of them, it is because of their, great karmic deeds that we are here in this world. And the fact that you can remember them now that they have gone is a testament to how they have brought you up. Bhagwan's blessings to their Atma, and may Bhagwan guide their soul, of course, to emancipation at all times. We join with you, Perdita and family, on your Anupan Perdita and your family on this very special day. Let us begin my portion this evening with a beautiful song to Bhagwan Shiv. Shival Kailash ke Vasi, Dhauli Dharo ke Raja, Shankar Sankat Harana. Shiva Kailash ke Vasi, he is the king of the Dhauli, of the Dhaulagiri. In India, of course, in December when we were in, in the mountains, and myself and family, and we were blessed to see Dhaulagiri. Dhaulagiri is part of the mountain. It's the peak of Kailash, right? Kailash has different peaks, and part of the peak, Dhaulagiri, Hanumanji took, and he went away. So we were there in December, and we saw the beautiful backdrop of Dhaulagiri. This mountain, when you see it, it's like you think you're in some kind of a movie because it's so beautiful. The peaks are, always filled with snow, but so peaceful when looked from a distance. Bhagwan Shiv is the king of the mountains, right? He lives there where it is very difficult, if not impossible, to reach. Shiv Kailash ki Vasi. One more, right? Shiv Kailash ke Vasi, Dhauli Dharo ke Raja, Shankar Sankat Harna, Shankar Sankat Harna, O Bhole Baba Shankar Sankat Harna, Shiv Kailash अंत बेअंत तेरी माया। शंकर संकट हरना, ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरना। बेल की पट्टियां भांग धतूरा, बेल की पट्टियां भांग धतूरा, शिव जी के मन को लुभावे। ओ भोले बाबा शिव जी के मन को लुभावे। शंकर संकट हरना, ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरना। एक ता तेरा तेरा चंबेरे चोगाना, एक ता तेरा तेरा चंबेरे चोगाना, दूजा लाई दिता भर मोरा। ओ भोले बाबा दूजा लाई दिता भर मोरा। शंकर संकट हरना, ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरना। शिव कैलाश के वासी धौली धार के राजा, शंकर संकट हरना, ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरना। ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरना, ओ भोले बाबा शंकर संकट हरना। Shankar Sankat Harana. Shankar, you are responsible, of course, Sankata Harana, for destroying the impurities of life. Today I want to discuss, of course, I feel like discussing something very basic of Shivaji that we tend to discard or disregard, pay not attention to. But we focus on so many other things. Friends, we have 1 month every day to learn something about Shivaji. I suggest you get a book and a piece of paper, or however you make your notes. I am a paper guy in terms of making notes because I believe in handwriting. I believe this has not gone out of fashion as yet, and it encouraged me to buy nice books. So get a nice book or any kind of book or any piece of paper, write it down, and let's start to learn a few things. Today I want to discuss the power of Panchakshar. The power of Panchakshar, which means the power of the 5-syllable mantra of Shivaji. Anyone can guess what the 5-syllable mantra I'm talking about? Well, Namah Shivaya. 5-syllable. Namah Shivaya. Again, everybody. Namah Shivaya. No, Namaha. Maha is not 2 syllable. Maha is 1 syllable. Namaha.
That's 2, says 2.
Namah Shivaya. The Maha is not 2 syllable, that's 1 syllable. Maha, right? Namah Shivaya. And of course, you have to have Om in front. Om is in front of every mantra. So, Nakaraya, Makaraya, Ukaraya, Shikaraya, Vakaraya. Exactly. So we'll talk about that in different days. This mantra, among all the Shiva mantras, Mahamrityunjaya mantra, Rudram and all that, this simple 5-syllable mantra ranks supreme of all the mantras of Shivaji. And that's why Bhagwan Shivji takes the time in the Mahashiv Puran to discuss this with us. Come tomorrow, of course, well, starting today, I'm sure many of you start your sadhana. And let me go back again to tell you how we're going to go through this month. I would like to ask all of you. I know it's summer, and I know you have different events planned, but you know what? One of the things I'm very proud of other religions about, I'm a Hindu, very devout Hindu. But it doesn't mean that, you don't pay attention to what others do. When it is, of course, the Muslims, brothers and sisters, they fast, of course, in their period of fasting. The Christians as well do their own kind of fasting. Other folks do their own kind of fasting. You could actually, when they're doing their fasting, you know that they're doing it. Because they desist from, if it's daytime fast alone, they desist from food. They talk about it in some way. I believe Hindus as well have to get into this thing. Now, no matter if they're at work or Ramadan season falls in a certain time where there's a certain barbecue or a certain celebration, they hold on the fasting. I'm fasting during the day or whatever time, so they hold their fasting. I would like to see our Hindu brothers and sisters do this a little more. I know that you do this, but I would like to see a little more of us doing this. During the month of Shravan, I would like to ask that you do something unique for Shivaji. Bhagwan has given us a lot in life. Prana, Atmatvam Girija Mati Sahachara, Prana Shariram Graho. Bhagwan is Atma, Prana, he is the breath, he is the body, he is the structure, he is everything. He is the intelligence, Mati. So in this period of Shravan, which ends on August 3rd, and then the celebrations start, but August 3rd it ends, do something unique for Shivji. Do some kind of fasting, and I've been talking about this. Either give up, certain foods that are inappropriate, and if you're vegetarian already, do something, but do something according to your means. Do something according to your means, which means that if you can only do it because of health reasons, so then do it. If not, scale down a little bit. This is called a sadhana. Sadhana means that every morning you're going to wake up, of course, and you're going to perform your puja. You do Ganapati Namaskaram, and then you do your Shivji, Lingam puja as you usually do. And how is it that you do this? We have explained this before. You can offer some liquids on Shivji. And if you don't know any mantra, don't try to learn any mantra. Om Namah Shivaya, everyone can chant. When you're bathing him, you can chant Om Namah Shivaya. You're dressing him, you can chant Om Namah Shivaya. When you arti him, you can chant Om Namah Shivaya. But go through it a rigor every morning for a month until August 3rd and see what happens. When August 4th meet, you'll still be doing it. It's a sadhana, right? It's a sadhana. And then accompanied by your fasting or however you choose to fast, it really makes a lot of difference in our life. Now, there's something you're going to do in the sadhana. You're going to chant Om Namah Shivaya. But why is it that you're going to chant Om Namah Shivaya? What is so powerful about this mantra? So, Krishna Bhagwan in the Shiv Mahapuran asked Bhagwan Mahadev this question. Maheshwara Sarvagya Sarvagyan Mahodadhe Panchaksharasya Mahatyam Shrutumichhami Tadvataha. O Omniscient One, O Ocean of Knowledge, I would like to listen to the glory of the 5-syllable mantra. Bhagwan Shri Krishna is asking Upamanyu, who is a very knowledgeable saint. Upamanyu. Upamanyu was a little boy who won the confidence of Shiva. And he wanted, when he was little, Upamanyu, he did not have any form, he did not have milk. His mother used to grind, rice and mix it with water and give it to him. So he prayed to Lord Shiva, and Bhagwan Shiva gave him an ocean of milk. Anyway, he became a sage. Krishna Bhagwan asked Upamanyu that how is it, what is the greatness of Panchakshar? Tell me about it. Panch Akshar. Panch means 5, Akshar means eyes, 5 eyes. We only have 2 eyes, but what are these other eyes that we're talking about? Why do we chant these mantras for these eyes? Well, Upamanyu said, the details of the glory of the 5-syllable mantra of Shiva, it can be related in so many scriptures, it can be explained in so many ways. But now I tell you about it. It has a small number of syllables, first of all. Just 5, small number of syllables. It is the essence of the Vedas. Agyata siddhama siddhyam vakyam vatmakam. It has a small number of syllables, but it is the essence of the Vedas. Beside the bestower of salvation, successful in command, doubtless, and is the form of Shiva himself. When we chant Om Namah Shivaya, it is the form of Shiva himself that we are calling upon. Nana siddhi yuktam divyam loka chittanu satyakam. Many siddhis are enshrined in it. Siddhis meaning special blessings. Now the siddhi to Ashta Siddhi, remember Hanumanji, Ashta Siddhi, 8 special blessings. Many special blessings are enshrined in this mantra, which is quite divine. It pleases the minds of those who recite it and who listen to it alone. Sunischitarta gambhiram vakyam tat parameshwaram. It pleases the minds of the people, has the definite meaning, besides being the form of the speech of the Lord. This mantram sukha mukhocharya. This mantra is the most appropriate one, which could be conveniently recited for achieving of all desires. When our prayers are supposed to be desireless, by the way, our prayers are supposed to be desireless. We know that there are siddhis and blessings that come with our prayers, but one of the reasons why most our prayers are not answered, my friends, is because we pray with a motive for a material benefit. We pray with a motive for a material benefit. Our prayers must be a little bit more directed towards glorifying the Lord and, of course, eventually making us better. When the divine is pleased and when we, of course, have elevated ourselves in prayer, then many good things will happen. It is most appropriate, which could be conveniently recited. Convenient means it is simple. It can be conveniently recited for the achieving of all desires. Om Namah Shivaya bestows omniscience on all living beings. This mantra is the root cause of the universe. This is subtle like the seed of a banyan tree, but has the vast interpretation, of course. Devo gunatrayatita sarvagya sarvakrita prabhu. The omniscient Lord is the creator of everything. The all-pervasive Shiva, who is beyond the 3 attributes, Sato, Rajo, Tamo gunas, and is stationed in the single syllable mantra Om. No? This mantra, this name or this song that is called Om, Shivaji is seated inside of it. Om must be recited before all mantras. Why? Because if a mistake is made in that mantra, when Om is recited in front, Om becomes the filter of the mistakes. Om is a mantra. Om is a sound. No? Om is a sound, the first sound which came into this world from the Damaru of Shiva is Om. Om is a mantra. Om is a sound. Om is a symbol. And Om is God. And my friends, very importantly, Om is home. Om is home. That is our real home, Bhagwan. Om is a mantra. The Lord is seated in Om. If we don't even chant any mantra and we chant Om alone, my friends, then that is a mantra that we're chanting. In fact, to get to a meditative state, mantra of Om is chanted, is recited with your Tanpura or even yourself. And it really creates a divine vibration in you. Of course, the omniscient Lord is the creator of everything. The pervasive Shiva, Upamanyu explained, is stationed in the single syllable mantra Om. Bhagwan Shiva is seated there. So imagine if Om is combined with Panchakshar, how powerful it becomes. The 5-syllable mantra, Namah Shivaya, the 5 subtle Brahmanas are enshrined in the mantra, Namah Shivaya, occupying a syllable each. And so, Shiva is expressed while the mantra is recited. When we recite it, we are expressing the Shiva in us. Na, right? Nakaraya. Na? Nothing. Na, nothing. Ma, mine. Shiv, Shivji. Vaya, to me. Right? This mantra is literally telling you a lot of things. It's telling you that nothing is mine, everything belongs to Shivaji. That's what it's saying. Nothing is mine. Nothing is mine, everything belongs to Shiva. It is also Namaha. It is bowing and prostrating to the Supreme who owns the entire universe, but who doesn't act like he owns it. Today, you and I own something very little. We have to display that ownership in many ways. Do you know why a lot of people, when they go back back home, maybe Guyana and West Indies and so, when they go back, they get chokarab? You know chokarab? Chokarab is like the pettiest kind of thief they have. They choke you and they rob you. You know why a lot of people get into problems? It's because we go there and we flaunt. We just, expose ourselves so much. I have, buy things for so many people and expose yourself so much. Telling people that we have so much while we have created a lot of debt to go do that there. My friends, we own very little. In fact, we own nothing. But we carry ourselves like we own everything. Shivaji owns everything. He owns everything. Remember the cosmic dance of Shiva? When Shiva does the cosmic dance, he creates and he destroys at the same time. Shivji owns everything, but he acts and he dresses like he has nothing. It's an amazing way of looking at simplicity. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Shivji Bhagwan owns everything, but carries himself, dresses, and displays his work like he owns nothing. And this is one of the things we have to learn from Shiva. Namah Shivaya. Friends, Bhagwan Shiva is seated in this mantra. This mantra expresses Shivaji. Tasyad bhidana mantroyam vidheyascha shasmritaha. This mantra expresses him, and he is the one expressed by the great mantra. The mantra expresses him, and he's expressed by the mantra. Shiva Jnana is as vast as the expressive Shiva in this mantra. It is a positive statement made by Shiva. And when we chant this mantra, my friends, we become Shiva. When Shivji, for you to have mantra siddhi, which means you are literally, I refrain from using the word possess, because when you use the word possess, people right away jump into some sort of a spirit. But it is not right to be possessed by the evil. I do not believe that there is such a thing called a spirit that's going to influence me. I believe there is something called carelessness and neglectfulness on my part that will neglect my God for fear to step in. My friends, it is okay to be possessed by God, because what happens? It will not be you driving anymore. It will be Bhagwan Shivji driving. It will not be you speaking anymore. It will be Shivji speaking. It will not be you asking anymore. It will be Shivji asking. It is not going to be you dwelling anymore. It is Shivji doing everything for you. And that is a fantastic thing when we are possessed or the Lord can guide us in these ways, my friends. When Om Namah Shivaya is chanted, one becomes Shiva. But it is not just like Om Namah Shivaya and that's it. It has to be a rigor. It has to be, like I say, you have to ghote, right? Just like you have to run many miles to lose a few calories, pump those dumbbells to have the big biceps and shoulders and triceps and so. Similarly, mantra siddhi is acquired. Mantra siddhi is acquired with continuous repetition of Om Namah Shivaya. And when we come back after this beautiful bhajan by Vrinda, I will tell you how to chant the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Because chanting it is one thing. How we chant it is a whole different thing. We have to be prepared physically. We have to be prepared mentally. There is a process to do it. And we'll learn about that when we come back after this beautiful song.
Shri Ramchandra आश्रित पारिजात है, समस्त कल्याण गुना विराह, सीता मुखम गुरु चंचलीका, निरंतरम मंगल मातनुत।
जय
Namah Shivaya. As you now have embraced Om Namah Shivaya, these 5-syllable mantras, the Shiv Puran continues to talk about the greatness of this very powerful mantra. The entire Vedic literature, together with its angas, his limbs, is enshrined in these Panchakshara mantras. The Shiv Puran goes on to praise it by saying, a person in whose heart the mantra Om Namah Shivaya is lodged, the several other mantras and the Shastras are very little consequence for him. And so, therefore, whoever utters this mantra Om Namah Shivaya with their tongue, their entire life meets success. Their entire life meets success. My friends, this mantra, of course, Bhagwan Shivji says that Kalau kalopito kale durjate daridrate, that in this life of Kali Yuga, where things are very dark, especially the times we live in, no matter how much sunlight there is today, friends, it is a dark time. But we have hope and we have a tool that can help us to get rid of this darkness. And that is Om Namah Shivaya. And it is said here as well in the Shiv Puran, just to give you a glimpse, even when my devotees are involved in a sinful life, even those who have lived a sinful life, my friends, imagine demons. Demons use the Om Namah Shivaya as a tool in the right manner, and they gain emancipation, my friends. About the fallen, he says, Karma yogyo bhavit tapya patito yadi sarvata karma yogyena yat karma kritam cha narakayahi. A person who is falling because of his following, a person who has fallen because of his following, the evil ways and activities and the deeds performed by such a person is the cause for them to fall into the lower levels of life. Well, we can use this tool of Om Namah Shivaya not to wash away our sins, but to correct the path that we are going to walk on. My friends, how is it that we chant this mantra? There are many ways in we can chant this mantra. There are different forms of japam. The first form of japam, which means to mutter, is the silent form of japam. Uttamam manasam japyu pacheva madhyamam. Manasam japam, Shiv Puran says. Uttamam manasam japya. The mental recitation first, which the lips alone move. You can do mental recitation, right? There's benefit to each type of recitation. You can do where the lips alone will move. You will not hear a voice. That kind of japam is great for the mind, for controlling the mind. Why? Because you're doing the japam or the meditation internally. You're allowing your mind to take that course of chanting the mantra. That is actually great for the mind. You can be in, the GO train and doing Om Namah Shivaya. Even without muttering, you can be chanting it in your mind. You can be driving and doing it, or long as you're focused. Then the Upamsu Japa, is the middle one. That is the one with a strong voice. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. The one that is chanted with like a lion voice, that one, my friends, vibrates the body. And it really, gets the adrenaline going in you. It gives you a certain rush of energy so that, my friends, you can rise. Your body, of course, needs energy. Your mind needs strength. And your body as well needs a certain level of energy. This is called the Upamshu Japam. It's the second level. And then there is, of course, that's one when you raise your voice. Om Namah Shivaya, right? The middle one. And then the last type of japam is just chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. That's the verbal type of japam. Adhyamam vachikam prahur. Adhamam vachikam, when you're just reciting it. You know, you're walking around in your house, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You see somebody, Om Namah Shivaya. This one as well is beneficial, my friends. None of them have different lowest qualities, but they have different purposes. The first one, when you're chanting in your mind, it is great for the mind, is exercising the mind to do something good. Because remember, your mind is all over the place. But if you can use that mind, my friends, to, of course, to dedicate it to Bhagwan, then what happens? That mind becomes pure. Chanting in your mind, good for the mind. With a heavy voice, Om Namah Shivaya, is great for vibrations in the body. And then muttering it, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. What does that do? It brings your mind and your body together. That one can be done, my friends, sitting, walking, anywhere. It brings your mind and the body together. These are 3 ways of doing japam. Japam is not only sitting and just chanting like that. Different ways you can do it. Now, the japam with the Rudra, the preside deity, is extremely excellent. Uttamo Rudramo Daityam Madhyamam Vishnu Devatam. It's extremely excellent. Muttering with the high passage, it's called Vachika Japam. When you're muttering with your mouth, we talked about that. And friends, then how it is done. Well, we talk how it is done, where it is done. Angushtena bita japyam kritam tat phalam tataha. It's coming directly from the book, right? The japam performed by the rosary becomes, of course, effective. The japam performed in the house is effective. And there is different places, like in a cow shed. We don't have cow pen in Canada, but when one does it in a cow pen where Gau Mata is, it is multiplied by thousands of times. And so what happens? The Lord tells us how we should do this japam. If you're using a rosary, like a Shiv, we call it a rosary in the Western, but I call it the Rudrakshmala. You can use this Rudrakshmala, my friends, to chant Om Namah Shivaya. Shiv Puran tells us that Angushtena bina japyam kritam tat phalam dadaha. You can use this actually to do the japam. What is the Rudrakshmala? The Rudrakshmala, this is called Rudra Aksha. Rudraksha, or the eyes of Bhagwan Rudra. Rudra Aksha, the eyes of Bhagwan Rudra. How come this is the eyes of Bhagwan Rudra? These beads, how important are they in our life? They are just not a bead for you to keep around like that, my friends. This is treasure. We'll talk about this, but let's sing Bhajami Shankaraye, Namami Shankaraye, Trilochanaye Shulapani Chandrasekharaye. Let's go to Bhavani Shankar Mandir from here, from your home, from my home, and let us bring Shiva and Parvati in our home. Bhajami Shankaraye, Namami Shankaraye, Bhajami Shankaraye, Namami Shankaraye, Trilochanaye Shulapani Chandrasekharaye, Bhajami Shankaraye, Namami Shankaraye, Trilochanaye Shulapani Chandrasekharaye, Har Har Bham, Bham Shiva Bhole, 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 Bhajami Shankaraye, हम शिव भोले। अनाथ के अनाथ तुम, दुखी जनों के साथ तुम, लो धाम मेरा हाथ तुम, कहा है भोलेनाथ तुम। अनाथ के अनाथ तुम, दुखी जनों के साथ तुम, लो धाम मेरा हाथ तुम, कहा है भोलेनाथ तुम। हे भजामि शंकराय भवानी शंकराय, त्रिलोचनाय शूलपाणि चंद्रशेखराय, हर हर बम शिव भोले, हर हर बम शिव भोले। अनंत हो विशाल हो असीम शिव दयाल, करो कि शिव कृपाल तो, दीन भी निहाल तो। अनंत हो विशाल हो असीम शिव दयाल, करो शिव कृपाल तो, दीन भी निहाल तो। भजामि शंकराय नमामि शंकराय, त्रिलोचनाय शूलपाणि चंद्रशेखराय, हर हर बम शिव भोले, हर हर बम शिव भोले, हर हर बम शिव भोले, हर हर बम शिव भोले। शरण मिलो उबार दो, जन्म मेरा उदार दो, दया करो मुझे निधि नितार दो। शरण मिलो उबार दो, जन्म मेरा सुधार दो, दया करो मुझे ये भी नाथ दो। भजामि शंकराय ओ भवानी शंकराय, ओ भजामि शंकराय भवानी शंकराय, त्रिलोचनाय शूलपाणि चंद्रशेखराय, हर हर बम शिव भोले, 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 हर हर बम शिव भोले। बोले शिव भगवान की जय। The Rudraksh. This can be used to chant Om Namah Shivaya. If you don't have a Rudraksh mala, you sure can chant Om Namah Shivaya as well. There is nothing wrong with that. But it makes it a little bit more beneficial when you use the Rudraksh mala for chanting it. Now, what is the Rudraksh bead? Rudra means Lord Shiva, or is Lord Shiva rather, a different form of Lord Shiva. And Aksh means the eyes of Shiva. Rudra Aksh means, it means this has come from the eyes of Shiva. There is a story. Shivji Bhagwan had gone in, he's Yogeshwar, master of yoga and dhyanam and so on. So he went into meditation for a very long time. And while his attention was not there so much in the world, then his children took advantage of everything. Happens, right? If parents are not home, the children have a little bit of freedom. And I've always told the kids that as you are graduating from high school to go to university, one thing you'll have to take into account is that you'll be getting a lot of independence, right? You'll be going from your home to university, you independently go to your classes, you have scheduled timings and all that. A lot of independence. What you do with that independence is up to you. What you do with that independence could actually make you or break you, right? Because you're far away from home, you have to travel, whatever, you can do what you want to do. But what you do really defines what you become. Shivji closed his eyes and the world went into chaos. Everybody started to, misuse the absence of Shiva, and they destroyed everything. There was this, an amount of violence. All sorts of sinful acts were done. And when Shivaji opened his eyes, my friends, when Mahadev Bhagwan opened his eyes, Mahadev Bhagwan, he saw how his children were behaving. Tears fell from his eyes. Tears fell from his eyes, Mahadev. Disappointing it was for him to see the world in such a state. And tears fell from his eyes. And from the teardrop of Mahadev, the Rudraksha, the tree, the tears of Mahadev became the seed, and the tree of the Rudraksha grew. And from that beautiful tree, my friends, this Rudraksha, these beads came there. These beads actually, they grow in certain parts of India. If you go, like I went to Kamakya Devi temple once, and when you're going in there, they're selling you the beads. But the beads are actually, they're in a seed, and the flesh is over it, and so they're like the seed, the fruit itself, and you peel it right there, and they bore it for you and things like that. It is a seed that came from a tree. And there are different kinds of Rudraksha beads. They are Ekamukhi, which means one face. They are Dvimukhi, Trimukhi, Chaturmukhi, Panchamukhi, like 2-face, 3-face, 4-face, 5-face, 12-face, 24-face. Different kinds of Rudraksha malas there, different kind of beads. And each one of them has different merit, right? Different merit. But you don't have to worry about that. Sometimes people use it, Ekamukhi Rudraksha. The one-face Rudraksha is usually a very, powerful, effective one if you know how to use it, right? Now, if you used to drive if you're not a good driver and you're driving a Ferrari, it will go like, like a blockyard on the road if you don't know how to drive it. Everything will pass. A bicycle will pass you. A little matchbox car will pass you as well if you don't know how to drive a Ferrari, right? So you have to know how to use the thing. This is a whole different exercise that if we get into, it's going to take a very long time. But this bead, these came from the teardrops of Shivji Bhagwan. These came from his eyes. There are a lot of fake Rudraksha out there, fake Rudraksha malas. The minute I see them, I know them, right? Because they stand out. You can see them pace against each other. And they're, of course, the real ones. By the mere feel of it, you know if it's real or not. Some people say put it in water and if you float and things. Now, how do you know the real from the, it's very difficult for the ordinary eyes to see that, right? The ordinary eyes to see that. Expensive Rudraksha, when you go to certain stores, they have it in a glass case. Because the ones you see hanging out and so on, you can think quickly that they are probably not real. But the minute you see them in a glass case, know that that's something special. So anyways, I wouldn't like to go into that tonight because it's a whole different thing. So this here is the Rudraksha Mala. This one happens to be real, of course. So the Rudraksha Mala, you hold it in it is held always in the middle finger. I have taught you this before. Remember I taught you how to use this japam. You hold it in the ring finger. So this is the head. So the head comes here and you start with the first beat after the head. And you go. You hold it, you take the thumb and you actually do one at a time. Right? Om Namah Shivaya. Don't let anybody rush you. Om Namah Shivaya. You can actually, no other finger is involved, right? Om Namah Shivaya. Om. And you go right ahead. right? When you meet the other end of the Rudraksh Mala, you just turn it around. You don't go over it, turn it around, and you start again. And of course, I've gone through the Mala bag with you if you weren't here. You can have different kinds of bag, different colors of bag, whatever. You can take this in your purse. You can take this with you to work. You can just, you hold it secretly and chant, depending on where you are. At your altar, of course, utilize this time to do your sadhana to Shivji. I believe in sadhana. I believe in a rigor. I believe in a refining. And my friends, when we do these things, Hindus, it is not about your once a year jandi alone. I want to tell you that. Being a devout human being, being a devout Hindu is not about your once a year jandi alone. Me do me jandi already. No. Or I went to Monday, Sunday morning. That's not about it. It's about doing a daily practice. You're exercising daily, I hope. Doing some treadmill or whatever it is, and do a walk and whatever it is. This is your daily exercise. Sadhana is what helps our little things to transform us. Now, this is the physical aspect of it. Then you have the chanting of the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. In this month of Shravan, as of tomorrow, as of Monday, I would like you to dedicate some time. Wake up a little bit earlier, 15 minutes earlier, and dedicate a little time to do some japam. Remember, meditation, that is japam we're talking about, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. After japam, you go into meditation. Meditation is not something that you just go into like this. You don't start, you just don't go meditate, close your eyes and meditate like this. Meditativeness is an end state. After you have done your japam and your pujas, and so you feel that state of meditation. The body has just literally, become one with Shiva. And meditative state, that is the end state. You feel that afterwards. For some people, most people actually, it is very difficult for them to go into meditation because we think that just closing the eyes and focusing on nothing, no, that is the end state. So start with this as of tomorrow. Take your Rudraksh Mala, do your Om Namah Shivaya Japam after your puja, and after your Linga Abhishekam, I suggest you do your Linga Puja every day, Shivji Linga Puja. Decorate it nicely. And by the way, speaking of decoration of the Lingam, at our mandir at the temple, every single day we'll be doing the Alankar of Shivji. Let's post up today pictures and show you what we did today. Today is Sunday, July 5th, so we started off being Sunday. We started off with Bhagwan Surya. Bhagwan Surya is the Lord that, of course, presides on this day. And in Shivji Bhagwan, in Shiva or Shivji, when we chant the Shiv Sahasranam, Om Chandraya Namam, Suryaya Namam, Bravave Namaha, He is everything. He is the planets. He is Surya. So today at the temple, we dressed Bhagwan Shivji, or we did the Alankar of Shivji to represent Bhagwan Surya. The colors were red and yellow. And of course, we did a little drawing at the back to show how, Surya Bhagwan comes from the sun. Bhagwan Shivji is the sun, he is the moon, he is the earth, he's everything. And this is the daily alankar, daily dressing will be due for Shivji Bhagwan at the temple. Puja is done every day. The Shiva Sahasranam is chanted every day for Shivji. Abhishekam is done daily for Bhagwan because our community is stronger today, my friends, because of our penance and our pujas done to Shivji. So I hope and pray that you will start your sadhana. You will do something for Shivji. You will do something for yourself. I think we tend to, misunderstand when we do these things that we're doing it to impress Shivji. We are doing this to become better individuals. What have I always said? When you go on the gym on the treadmill and you're running or lifting weights, you're not doing that to make the gym owner proud or to make him feel happy. You're doing that for you. You. Shivji will be happy tomorrow if you didn't offer milk for him. He'll be happy as well if you didn't pray to him. And if you pray to him, he will still be happy. He is sthiraye namaha. He's always constant. He's still. No? So he will always be happy whether you do or you don't do for him. So in today's episode, the first day of Shravan, the lesson is the greatness of Panchakshar, the greatness of the 5-syllable mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. And how it should be done, of course. You can do it, you can mutter it, you can chant it with a strong voice, or you can just do it in your mind. The tool to use is, of course, your mala. It can be done in the home. My friends, it can be done, of course, in your home. It can be done in a temple. In a temple, when it is done, Koti Devalaye Prahur Anantam Mama Sadhino. Let me tell you a little bit about this, the temple. When it is done in the temple of Shivji, na? Koti Devalaye, Koti means, a crore, a million, 10, crore. In a temple where, in a temple, the merit multiplies to a crore of times than when the same is performed in a Shivji temple. It is multiplied to unlimited times. When you do it in a temple, my friends, it multiplies. Japam in a temple, when we do Om Namah Shivaya in the temple, multiplies because the energy of Shiva is there, of course. The Japam should be performed, of course, with, there is a few things here. It says, the Japam should be performed Surya Syagarni Guru Devam Deepasya Cha Jalasya Chaha. When you're doing the Japam, it could be done in front of the sun. It could be done in front of the fire. It could be done in front of the Guru. It could be done in front of the moon. It can be done in front of a diya. And it can be done in front of water. You have to have the setting right, no? The setting. So at your altar, Shivji is there, but please light a lamp, a diya, of course, to let the mantra become very charged. And so, my friends, it talks about the good conduct of the Shiva Bhakta. It gives a purpose in life. It enhances our life in a very genuine way. So, please do your sadhana. Enjoy your sadhana, my friends. And look out every day, of course, on our Mandir's Facebook page. We will be posting up pictures of Shivji Bhagwan's alankar, Shivji Bhagwan's decor, because we see value in doing so. Bhagwan's blessings to all of you, friends. And if at all you are in the area, please drop by our temple. The temple has special opening hours. Mondays it's open only in the evening from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tomorrow evening we are doing Shivji Puja, my friends, Big Shiv Puja. Everyone is welcome. Wear a mask and come in. Bring a pair of gloves. Bring some gloves in order to do Shivji Puja. If you want to chodhar on the lingam, you have to wear gloves to do that. So bring your prasadam, bring your flowers. We'll allow you to go on the altar only in front of Shiva and Parvati to do your puja. Tomorrow Satsangh Puja starts at 5:30 at the temple. Puja starts at 5:30. And then we are bathing Shiva and Parvati, the Snanam ceremony. And then we do Shivji Abhishekam on the lingam. And then we have the alankar, and then everybody Panibhuvan will sing Chalisa and so on. And we'll have a beautiful evening, a very powerful day. Tomorrow, Shravan Somwar. So come on out and join us. And of course, we will be online as well. So today I would like to wish again Moral Ramkisun happy birthday, and hope and pray that you stay blessed. And thank you for celebrating with us on Shanti Satsangh. And I'm glad that Shanti Satsangh can use this platform. We can use this platform from the temple to celebrate with people their very blessed day. While you cannot invite hundreds to come at the temple, of course, hundreds are joining with you online to celebrate. So happy birthday to you, Merle, and we pray for your brother, Errol Kenny Sugrim from Trinidad, or who is in Trinidad rather, who is not doing well. We pray and ask that Bhagwan guide and protect him at all times. Let us sing this bhajan for Merle on your birthday, and hope and pray that Shivji Bhagwan's blessings are with you. Prem se bolo Umapati Mahadev ki jai. शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ, अंतकाल को भव सागर ने उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ। शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा, whoever prays to शिव जी भगवान and पूजा, he blesses them in abundance। भोले शंकर की पूजा करो, ध्यान चरणों में उसके धरो। शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ, शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ, अंतकाल को भव सागर ने उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ। भोले शंकर की पूजा करो, ध्यान चरणों में उसके धरो। हर हर महादेव शिव शंभु, हर हर महादेव शिव शंभु, हर हर महादेव शिव शंभु, हर हर महादेव शिव शंभु। डमरू वाला है जग में दयालु बना, दीन दुखियों का दाता जगत का पिता। डमरू वाला है जग में दयालु बना, दीन दुखियों का दाता जगत का पिता। सब पे करता है ये भोला शंकर दया, सब करता है ये भोला शंकर दया। सबको देता है ये आसरा, सबको देता है ये आसरा। इन पावन चरणों में अर्पण आकर जो एक बार हुआ, इन पावन चरणों में अर्पण आकर जो एक बार हुआ, अंतकाल को भव सागर ने उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ। भोले शंकर की पूजा करो, ध्यान चरणों में उसके धरो। नाम ऊंचा है सबसे महादेव का, वंदना उसकी करते हैं सब देवता। नाम उसका है सबसे महादेव का, वंदना उसकी करते हैं सब देवता। इसकी पूजा से वरदान पाते हैं सब, शक्ति का दान पाते हैं सब, शक्ति का दान पाते हैं सब। नाग असुर प्राणी सब पर ही भूलों का उपकार हुआ, नाग असुर प्राणी सब पर ही भूलों का उपकार हुआ। अंतकाल को भव सागर ने उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ। भोले शंकर की पूजा करो, ध्यान चरणों में उसके धरो। शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ, शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ। अंतकाल को भव सागर ने उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ, उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ, उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ। Happy birthday again to you, Merle. On behalf of all of us at Bhavani Shankar Mandir as well, may you have a blessed, blessed birthday and all the best to your brother as well. Today as well we join with Anup and Pardita. Anup and Pardita in loving memories of your late parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dhanraj Balgobin, brother Girish, and grandparents of course, Mr. and Mrs. Sipasad Balgobin, sadly missed by the entire Balgobin family. I am always very proud, I'm always very happy when our Hindu brothers and sisters do things like this. For people who have left this world, they should never be forgotten, because Pitri Devo Bhava, Matri Devo Bhava, they are the devatas in our life now. You know, when somebody dies, the Indian tradition is, we put their picture on the wall and we put a garland around it, right? We put a garland around it. And why do we do that? Because Devo Bhava, they have become devatas in our life. Of course, when they were alive, they were your gods as well. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva na. You're my mother, you're my father. They're the gods in your life. So I'm very glad that we can do this for Anup, Pradita, and of course all the family. May Bhagwan always bless you, guide you and protect you. Now I know Pradita, of course, Anup and Pradita, they requested a song. So Mujhe Apni Sharan Mein Le Lo Ram. Asking, of course, very appropriate song, Mujhe Apni Sharan Mein Le Lo Ram. May you, Ram Bhagwan, accept their ancestors in your realm, in your abode. Mujhe apni sharan mein le lo Ram, mujhe apni sharan mein le lo Ram, mujhe apni sharan mein le lo Ram, mujhe apni sharan mein le lo Ram. लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, युगल चरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। जीवन देखे जाल बिछाया, रच के माया नाच नचाया। जीवन देखे जाल बिछाया, रच के माया नाच नचाया। चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेगी, चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेगी, जब चिंतन में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। श्री राम। तूने लाखों पापी तारे, मेरे बारी बाजे हारे, बाजे हारे। मेरे पास न पुण्य की पूंजी, मेरे पास न पुण्य की पूंजी, पद पूजन में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। श्री राम। राम है राम, राम है राम। घर घर अटकूं, घर घर भटकूं, कहाँ कहाँ अपना सर पटकूं। इस जीवन में मिलो न तुमको राम, हे राम, us at your feet, O Bhagwan Ram, and Bhagwan's blessings on all of you, as you, of course, pray continuously in memory of your beloved ones. Friends, again, inviting all of you tomorrow, Tuesday evening, in the month of Shravan, this coming Tuesday, of course, we sing 11 Hanumanji Chalisas. And every Tuesday, 11 Hanumanji Chalisas, my friend. It has really impacted our community well, and we're going to do it for you. Of course, if you would like to sponsor one of the Hanumanji Chalisas, please let me know. This Tuesday coming, we have about 4 sponsors so far. I'm looking for 7 more. If you'd like to make a donation, we haven't asked for a particular donation, any amount, but whatever comes to mind, please think about Hanumanji Maharaj and contribute. So, Bhagwan's blessings on all of you as we end this beautiful Sunday night and as you prepare for your Monday morning sadhana now for Shivji Bhagwan. Stay blessed, everyone. Stay connected and stay in peace at all times. Let us chant our final Hanumanji Chalisa for the evening and welcome Hanumanji in our life before we go to sleep tonight. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Rajan Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghubar Bimal Jasum Jodayak Phalchari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Dev Muhi Harahu Kalesh Vikari Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapish Tinu Loka Ujagar Ram Dut Atulit Baladham Anjali Putra
महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमति के संग कंचन वरन विराज सुवेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित के हाथ भद्र ध्वजा विराजे कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुधे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सेहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहार रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए संजीवन लखन जियान श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिया भरत सम भाई सहस बदन तुम जो यश गावे हस गई श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा यम कुबेर दिगंबर जहाते कवि कोविद कह सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव की राम मिलाए राजपद दीना तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पद जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरे मुख माहि जय दिलांगी के अचल चिनाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेत सुगमानो प्रथम रे थे राम दुआरे तुम रखवार होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आप तीनों लोक हाथ देखाते भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आते महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीर जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ा मन क्रम वचन ज्ञान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा धन के कार्य सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे तासु मित जीवन फल पाए चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्धि जगत उजिया साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के नाथ स्वर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुमरे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुमरे भज राम को भाव जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे आत्मकाल रघुवर पुर जाय जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय और देवता चित्त धरहि हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करे संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव
हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। Let us conclude our evening with prayers and thanks and gratitude to Bhagwan. Om Karpur Gauram Karunavataram Sansar Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। असतो मा सत्यगमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो मापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियाभज रामचंद्र की जय। राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। सब कोई जय जय सीताराम। हम बोले ओम नमः शिवाय। All of you have a blessed night and stay well until we meet tomorrow evening at Bhavani Shankar Mandir. 5:30 puja starts and then we have satsang, of course, evening. While you're saying Sitaram to everyone, Om Namah Shivaya, as a reminder, we have our Spatik Lingam. We have 12 that came in. 7 have already been gone. They've already been taken. So there are only 5 lingams that are remaining. So it is a very beautiful piece. It's a very, very beautiful lingam meant for, meditativeness and purify your mind. So if you're interested in one, contact me. If you'd like to inquire about it, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. This particular lingam. We're organizing a special puja where we do pran pratishta into all of the lingam and make sure that we are not selling you a piece. There is no price we can pay for these things. But with shipping and handling and coming from India and our temple, these are things we use to bring to our community to enhance the family's lives. So Spatik Lingam is very important. If you don't have one, you can have one. It is a beautiful, beautiful one for you to have in your home. Bhagwan's blessings on all of you. See all of you tomorrow. Om Namah Shivaya.